Alright.
Alright, Goose, have fun. Alright. Oh, let's play this dog trash. I'm like, I really don't like Resident Evil, this one at all as well, because guess what? The game already broke in the first 3 seconds of me playing
It is a new game.
If the game can break...
fuck ton of people playing it.
Okay. How long has it been since Resident Evil 4 came out?
Less than a month.
This one.
Less than a month, yeah.
Less than a month?
Okay,
let me see.
Yeah, it's been out for less than a month.
It begins
March 23rd.
Yeah, less than a month.
So, a week. I'm not looking for less than a fucking month. I'm looking for how fucking long. The fucking time dates.
Hey, stop it.
Yeah, and guess what? A lot of
Yankee.
people aren't
Got a
beating
name?
that game. Whoa. No fucking way, this game's garbage. Hard just cracked and then completely did a 360, yeah?
Okay, there we go. Alright.
Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation,
Let's
eh?
do this.
Stop it. Move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking.
I never
been
liked
spots
any
like
of the
this before.
Resident Evil games. It's just that
Yes.
fucking simple.
You're here looking for someone. One more guess.
The
Maybe.
fact that it never was fucking
Senorita?
scary, the fact that it was always
Jungle.
clanky as shit, the fact that I never liked it,
Now.
it's just as simple as that. I never liked it.
Chatter about
It
moving.
always sucked.
Move here.
Time of me playing it, I got to
Where?
play it at a
Who
fucking
knows?
friend's house, and guess
But
what?
later,
It was still shit
some
then.
men
He
begging some
ranted and ranted about how great the
Through your
games
church.
were, and I fucking went, okay, fine, let me play. Nope.
Not help.
I know it's a horror game was cute.
Okay, but still, I never liked any of them.
Once again, that's fine to not like them, but I have to knock you for that complaint you just gave. Because you're calling a game that's not a horror game. Huh?
Okay, well, it's
Hey, what'd
still
I come
shit
here?
to me.
Later, amigo.
I mean, hell, even the characters are shitty.
I think you're playing Resident Evil for the wrong reason, because nobody really plays Resident
my
Evil
gear.
completely for the characters or the horror. That's never been like a main staple of the game.
I like the characters. And I,
Wonder
and I
Woman.
also
Okay,
like the
but they're poorly
located
written.
the
baby.
Mexican
Like,
guy
it-
I like. The what is
sounds
the
like
guy?
she's
The,
being
Beyond poorly
Church.
written.
Yeah, but everyone agrees on that. Even Resident Evil fans agree on that.
This guy said his name is
Really?
Sarah.
You fucking Resident Evil
Something
fans that...
fishy about him.
Oh yeah,
and
the
old
characters
games
were great.
especially. Okay, depends on what games we're talking about. Resident Evil is like a fucking 30-year-old series.
Right.
Old
Condor
series. It's
one.
pretty
Out.
fucking old. Like they had games.
Is your audio
like,
even in, by the way, Felix?
Hey, it might be.
Just
I
so
don't
it
know,
doesn't-
should be. Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
The Resident Evil was on arcade
Okay.
machines originally. It's an old fucking game series.
Oh, wow. Well, there goes Gunny. Oh, and here he comes again.
Yeah, it's old as fuck.
Okay. I'm like, God damn it,
And
I
so,
need to
like,
fucking turn
if you
the
look back,
brightness up for fucking stream.
Because if you look
And-
at the modern Resident Evils, I actually think you'd really like Resident Evil 7 and 8, Seth, but
No, I played 7. Okay, I played 7. I haven't been able to play 8, but 7 was dog shit. I hated it.
what was your issue with 7?
It was just plain ass awful. There was nothing good about it. I went into it with an open idea thinking, man, I might actually have fun. Next thing I know,
Alright.
here I am waiting
I need
for
more details.
fucking
on that.
3
Your-
more
your-
hours.
Your complaints are way too vague for me.
The villain was fucking simple. Everything on it was simple. There was nothing about it that was fucking
What do
hard.
you mean by simple? What was simple about the villain?
It was the grandma. Wow, what a shocker. Not like I had guessed that 5
The villain.
into... It wasn't? Because how I remember...
No,
The grandma was the bitch.
That entire family was not the villains.
You had to kill at the very end was the...
She was not the villain. So you
Well-
A, did not pay attention to the story, obviously, because the villain is actually the little girl, or not little girl, is the psychic powers or whatever, and made the family evil. So you clearly didn't pay attention.
It was that much that I couldn't... playing it.
No,
Wow.
it says it in the story. It says it multiple times. You very clearly did not. Like, I'm not telling you some hidden or obscure detail.
Are we even talking about the same fucking Resident Evil 7? Resident Evil
Yeah,
fucking
that's the
7.
one where you kill a grandma at the end. 7 is where you fight the evil family throughout majority of the game. Oh, like I said, you clearly didn't pay attention to the story, because it even says from the fucking start of the game, it's like it says who you're looking for. The whole fucking DLC of the game is literally about that character.
I never got to fucking play the DLC.
The DLC is a way better story than the original game, but the DLC is fucking amazing. The DLC is a better part of that game for sure. I think that's for most games though. Like even Dark Souls, the DLC is the better part of Dark Souls.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be.
So,
But yes,
the
you clearly
kid
did not pay attention.
was... What the fucking... What is this bullshit? Yeah, no, the
There you
kid... Wasn't she dressed up as the grandma?
No, you don't fight the kid at all. So once again, you didn't pay attention to the story. I just proved that.
I don't
shit on
fucking
screen.
remember half of it, you dimwitted fucking
No,
twat.
but
I don't
okay,
like any
I
of
would
it.
like to say,
There's nothing
everyone
about it
who
that I
has ever
fucking
heard-
want to remember.
No. Once again, so I'm shit talking specifically because everyone who I've ever heard shit talk 7 says exactly what you just said, and I've proved every single person who ever shit talked in that game wrong in the exact same way.
By none of us remembering that the
No,
grandma
no,
isn't
it's
the
by
villain,
none of you
it's
very
the
clearly
fucking
not paying
child.
attention enough to the story.
The one who you fight in the end before you die. What I
You don't
remember.
die. That's another thing. You don't die.
Okay, well, it's still shit. Regardless
Well,
of
you
those
called
factors.
something shit that you very clearly did not. So like it's like okay, well you play the game for gameplay at that point. Play on the harder difficulties, it makes it feel more like the original game.
Oh. I'm never playing a Resident Evil game again.
Something about playing Resident Evil on the harder difficulty, it makes it feel much more like a horror. You have to worry about running past stuff. The game is much.
Yeah. Thing that I found that's actually good on this one.
Was
What
what?
rats that have been
Some business.
for this fucking game, Resident Evil fucking 4. This is the only good thing. The fucking merchant
Good stuff.
became iconic. That's
Got
it.
Something new.
Once again, I think you're very biased to the game.
Why
Do you even
not
know what's
try
going
your
on in
hand
4? What part
at a
4
new
is in?
gun, stranger? Might
I
say
just
you
got
might.
to fucking chapter fucking what is it? Fucking
PUBG.
2.
Gubby. He's not here.
Not surprised.
I mean, I'm not either, but
Let's sell those grenades. Why not?
and I will say
this
this. I will
combat knife,
say one thing about Resident Evil. and this is not a fault of Resident Evil. I think it's a fault of people who play the games. 100%. The games are. I think a lot of people have a hard time following the story, and that's not because the story is hard to follow. It's because you have to pay attention to what characters are saying constantly.
Between life and death.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, that's probably why I lost so much of my interest in playing fucking 7. I think the only thing that was good about it when I did play was one of the DLCs where you were locked in the basement and you had to survive against all the fucking creatures. That's it.
That wasn't a DLC. I
That's
think that was an alternate mode.
Okay, well still, that's what I remember the most out of it, and that's what I fucking loved about it. That was it.
Because yes,
wasn't
I will say
anything more.
this, and I do not think a story being told through words and character dialogue is a bad story. It's much easier to follow than Dark Souls, for example, and even in other stories too. But it's one of those things, you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing a lot and what the characters are saying to know the story of Resident Evil. And that's not a bad way of telling a story. Like, the story is easier to follow than Fallout. It's easier to follow than Skyrim's.
Ruby's all rubbish. He makes no.
Like, it's easier to follow than a lot of games. I think people struggle with it, though, because I think a lot of people who get way too focused on gameplay or the horror aspect of the game and then completely just drown out the story, yeah? But I don't think in any regards that is the game's issue. I think that is the person playing its issue.
I heard that there was something if you kept all of the, what is it? The gemstone stuff?
The pink ones?
No! The fucking items that you put the gemstones into.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true, or am I just crazy?
If you put gems in them, they're worth much more money, and that's it.
But if you kept them all...
I don't believe it does anything.
Instead.
Money, mate.
Okay, then I'm just gonna
Thank
sell it.
you.
I think what you heard was people saying you should keep them until you full gemstone them to sell them because they're worth much more.
No, because I think it was a troll video at that, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't, you know, in
100% confirm that, but I'm like 70% sure.
Alright, well, I already sold the one piece, so it's whatever.
Yes, and I will say, and I think some people will definitely disagree with me on that one point. I think Resident Evil is not a horror game unless you play it on harder difficulties, and the game you're playing is also not a horror game. I think Resident Evil stopped being a horror game after the second game.
I don't even think
And a
it
lot of
was
people
really
agree.
a horror
If
game.
you play Resident Evil 5, you play Resident Evil 4, 3, and Resident Evil wasn't a horror game until 7 and 8. Like, the only games that are horror games are the original games. 2
Okay.
and
Good,
7 and 8. Those are the only horror games.
Where the hell am I? Yeah, that's right. I do want to know in some capacity, so I can leave. Yep. Hey, bitch, how about fuck you? Huh? Just die, huh?
Because though I hope because I don't know if you know what game Resident Evil is. Resident Evil is an action horror, and there is a reason the word action comes first. It's because the games play like action movies.
It does.
And that's kind of the point of the games.
Well, I can't tell any fucking difference between this and literal dog shit.
Once again, I think you're judging something that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
Because, like, if you're playing a game and you don't know the story of the game, and you're judging it, I'm like, okay, like, well, like, I'd like to say Resident Evil doesn't have like the best story ever or anything like that. Like, nobody's saying that, but it's one of those things when you don't even know the story at all, you don't know the draw to the games at all, and you're judging them from like a fucking perspective that's once again not in the series. Like it's almost like getting compared to another game. It's like I don't think you're the right person to judge the game. I don't think you're.
That's a fucking.
Because I can understand not liking Resident Evil. Well, the reason I'm hardcore shit talking to you right now, Jeff, is that because you're not saying it like you just don't like it. You're saying the games are bad.
Well, can you confirm that the games are fucking as godly as you guys keep making it out to be?
Well, once again, a lot of the complaints you're complaining about sound like hype. Like, you're not saying, like, any good reasons. Like, you can't even shit talk the story. You don't, like, you fucking clearly have no idea what you're talking about in that regard.
In this one, you just have to go fucking find the president's daughter, isn't it?
No, there's way more to it than that.
But that's the baseline of it. That's why you're out here. You're fucking searching for the president's
That's why you
goddamn
came out
daughter.
there originally, yeah. But once again, you can't call an entire story of why your character's there. Like, that's the most, like, fucking not accurate way of looking at it. Because once again, it's like, yeah, sure, that's why you're there, but that doesn't mean the story of the fucking game. You know the game continues after you get her, right? Like,
Yeah. And isn't one of the traps that she gets caught on the literal fucking hallway?
no?
Huh? There's a hallway that she runs down, activating like, what, 12 fucking all of them that she can walk right back through, and fucking ends
No,
up
not
walking
really.
right at the wall. I have a fucking video clip of that shit. Myself.
The character, okay. More like her AI.
No.
Though. I don't.
It's the fucking scene. It is a cutscene. Don't. Because
Where
it
she just
is.
runs?
And I
What are you
fucking
talking
seen
about?
it. Fucking traps. Next thing you know, she fucking just and fucking gets stuck in another trap. I'm gonna fucking now.
Clue what you're talking about even at that.
Let's see if it's that. Not the fucking Resident Evil 4. Why the? Wait, isn't it Ada? Who the fuck is the president's bitch daughter?
She's not. Ada is not. That's not Ada. That is.
I said Ada like 12 fucking times, and you never bothered to correct me whenever I was saying the president's daughter, Ada.
I
Wow.
never heard you say Ada, so that's just my bad. I just never heard you say. No, it's not Ada. The president's daughter is.
Ashley, okay. Every blonde girl's name. I've known blonde girls named Ashley.
So one of the games they have two black characters named Tyrone and Tyree.
Fucking original one right now.
Because I know it is a remake, so not everything is directly the same in the games, but.
Oh yeah, this one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alright, send it to me.
one where she's coughing in it for most of it. Discord, there it is. And then there. That is the fucking clip that I'm talking about.
Alright, so that's only in the original.
Is it? Is it only in the original, or is it also in this one?
I don't think it's in this one, because I can already tell you from the scene that I don't. Oh, okay. Alright, this is only in the original.
Man. Just to show on how shit they're fucking... It was that shit that they had to fucking remove it?
No, I'm pretty sure what they replaced that scene with. Yes, Gunny. And I'm pretty sure what they're... Once again, you're talking about the on-board. In that scene, I don't know if you know this, she's infected.
She was coughing.
No, she's infected, and even in the second game, I'm gonna be spoiling it to you, she does not have control of herself.
Okay. By the way, that's not really that much of a spoiler. I'm pretty sure I knew that much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alejandro Jefe, whatever the fuck his name is. I hate it. I actually still hate that guy.
He does kind of look like a fuckboy. Bonjour, Goose.
Yeah, hi Goose. Hi. I'm being held against my will to do this stupid
No,
shit.
you aren't. You chose to do it. Like, I said to just try the game. You don't have to finish it. You're the one being spiteful, motherfucker.
And why do you keep trying to make it sound like the game's fucking godly?
It's not that they're godly. Once again, everything you sit toxic in for, you're on your own on. Nobody like when people talk about Resident Evil gameplay. Resident Evil gameplay is considered good. It is a game that is challenging to end. It is a game that forces you to learn how to use resources correctly. Like once again, like most Resident Evil is normally a game that's complimented on gameplay. And one of the things you're complaining to with like story, you can't complain about story. You have no idea what you're talking about. Even then, Resident Evil was never made for the story. Nobody plays Resident Evil for the story.
And then what the fuck do they play it for?
They play the horror aesthetic. And once again, that's heavily on the aesthetic. People like the
Oh
aesthetic.
yeah, Gunny just said that he fucking plays it for the story.
The stories are alright. It depends on what game you're playing. Some people do play for the story, and story is everywhere in Resident Evil. Like, for example, 7 and 8 have good stories. I think most people are 7 and 8 have good stories. Yeah, 7 and 8 have good stories.
DLC.
That is an opinion that I think most people agree on. But like, when you talk about the early games, like when you talk about anything before 2, nobody's complimenting it. Everything before 2 is, the stories are god awful. Most people agree on that. But once again, nobody played those games for the story. People have always played it because people like the characters. Now, I will say that stuff like that is pretty generic. You have to back to the game though, because I don't really old games. Like, Resident Evil is older than everyone here. It's older than Gunny by like 10 years.
Oh, shit.
Grants.
Boomer.
That ancient ass fossil over there. Gunny, we didn't want to play Hunt Showdown with your buddy. Bastard, that's fair. Do you want to do anything together? You stay on Destiny for a minute, though. I'll talk to you here in a second, but... Okay. For the moment. You just stand at that. Godlike, too. Say they're good games. There's a difference between like Resident Evil is not it's consistently overall just a good game. It has a unique platform. Like Resident Evil is the first game that made that.
I've never once liked tank controls in the first place, so why in
Tank
the
controls
world
are
are
an
you...
old thing. Like if you talk to people about tank controls, you're gonna for the time. Like even on 360. We got shrimp. Sorry, I got excited. I saw shrimp. Huh? Nah, he's playing.
No,
games
he
right
just
now.
said that he'd be gay.
We frying one of those. So.
I mean, you can go for it. If you think Govs is gonna actually not be gay,
Won't taste as good then. No. If we're gonna do something with Gunny, we'll do fucking hunt. But if that's what Gunny wants to get off Resident Evil 4 anytime soon.
that is pretty fucking true.
Nah, give Gunny if he wants to do a little bit of the game, I'll do a little bit of the game. Goose, we'll do something here together. We'll hold hands, don't worry. We're probably gonna get Damien here soon too, so that's another thing. Yeah, that's what I mean, so don't worry about it. Oh, you put the oil in there for me? Thank you, huh? Yeah, because we can't do anything for a moment anyways, because I'm about to eat the... Oh, boy, boy.
Oh hey, oh hi, old hag. Like fucking hell. These things keep coming out of the fucking ground, like they really so fucking annoying. Hey, fuck off.
Yeah, and there's no game really like Resident Evil. That's another thing too. Resident Evil is very like you can't like there's nothing you can take away from Resident Evil. Anything that's like Resident Evil is heavily based off of Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 got me there.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill is like Resident Evil. I think they're very two similar games, both made in Japan, funnily enough.
Probably had one lead developer that had seen it and said, "Hey, I want to do this again."
No, they're not that similar. Like Silent Hill is considered to have one of the best stories and best horror ambience of any games ever made. I don't know why I'm thinking of the fact that, like, I already pointed this out, but it's funny as hell to me that Resident Evil has two black characters, and they're named Tyrone and Tyrese, and that's immediately what you made me think of it. Because the Japanese have very clearly never seen black people. Like,
honestly,
even when you
I have to
watch
say
anime,
that
like,
is most of the black
characters,
people who I've ever met.
Like anime, it's like that's a big black guy. Like very yeah, they're country where you can only Japanese people live there, really. And what you want to know what Japanese think of us Americans? They think of blonde, buff, white guys with southern accents. That's what they think of us.
I've met a fucking Japanese guy before, and he fucking called all Americans fat guys.
That's
And you
okay.
know what?
That is not a Japanese thing. That is the rest of the world. That is how the entire world looks at us. Talk to Europeans. That's how they look at us. Talk to people from Africa. That's how they look at us. Like that's how everyone looks at us.
Yeah. I've been asked on. I called out a fucking person before for having bagged milk, and then they immediately called me out
No, the
saying,
funniest time
"Why
is
the
when
fuck do you
fucking-
have high schools with guns?" And I immediately just realized, and I said, "All right,
At least
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
get
true,
stabbed
fine."
in my schools. At least I don't get.
No, there are plenty of school stabbings.
Dude,
They just don't
like
ever
Finn,
fucking
like
report
Finn,
those
I
half the
like,
time.
Like the last couple months we were talking to Finn, like he like talked about people getting stabbed in his neighborhood like 3 times. Like
That happens in Missouri a
Before he
lot.
moved, yeah.
Like,
no, like once again, like that's something I love about like the whole gun thing. It's like like our crime rate isn't that high, right? Like we have a high crime rate, but like look at other countries, like countries that have way less guns, they have higher crime rates than us. It's really weird.
but we also have entire fucking retarded Americans that think that, oh yeah, guns are fun. Let's just shoot them at fucking kids.
I don't think that's why. I think it's mental illness. I'm gonna
Okay,
get snapped by the government in this case, but some of those gun cases are really fucking weird, and I think they did that shit intentionally. But just saying,
Okay, I'm guessing you did not hear Goose when he just said that.
oh, did he? I did not.
No. He said, yeah, it's fun. It's fun shooting kids.
Didn't hear that part. Well, I mean, orphanages are free game. No one cares about orphanages, but schools, that's too far.
But I'm just gonna complete one chapter, and then I'm gonna just call it that, because I'm not doing this again. Oh, hi, Chainsaw Man. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, after I complete a fucking chapter, I am not doing each one of these outside of a chapter. Like, fuck that.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna see if my food's on. So I'll do up that.
Oh, fuck. I was wondering why there was beeping. I don't really do anything whenever I'm being fucking chased by Chainsaw Man over here. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, wow, first death. Wow. Yeah. That'll be it. I think I got halfway through that chapter. Honestly, I don't know, nor do I give a shit. I don't want to play this shit anymore. Alright, that's gonna be it for this stream. Yeah.